Today we're going to try to throw some epoxy on the rear differential. Then we're going to paint some of the parts for the rear subframe, as well as fill this bucket up here with some de-rusting material and throw some parts in there to be de-rusted. Stay tuned. So this epoxy here is a mixed ratio of 4:1. So you have a hardener and then you have the actual epoxy. This is black. I don't have a fancy mixing bowl, I guess, so I'm going to use this spray bottle I have. I'm going to cut the top off about here, and we have, marked lines that I can fill so I can get the proper mix ratio. So this is roughly 5 or 10 minutes after spraying. It looks pretty good. It's tacky to the point where if we need a new coat, we can put a new coat. I don't know if I'm gonna let it dry or just go ahead and coat it, But it looks really good. I think this was a really good choice for this item in general, especially since it's going to be under the car, taking a lot of abuse with rocks and such, and I really don't want it to rust again. This is another piece we painted. It's for the rear subframe. It's like a cross piece. So doesn't look beautiful, but I think it'll work. But yeah, I think we'll throw another coat on this after it gets tacky enough, and then we'll call it a day. So while we're waiting for this differential behind me to get tacky so we can throw another coat on, I figure we'll start working on mixing up a batch of the de-ruster. I'm going to use this Deoxy, which I mentioned in another episode by these guys. This is a much larger bag, and we're going to fill the entire trash can full this time, so we don't have to use anything to displace the water. We're going to throw in the two trailing arms from the rear of the car. These go on the rear wheels. Obviously, rear wheel mounts here. So we're going to do the bottom half of this first, and then we'll figure out how to keep this from getting screwed up by the de-ruster, all this polished area. But yeah, that's a future me problem. So we're going to do this bottom half first into the can, as well as some miscellaneous parts, maybe some nuts and bolts and little things. So we're going to mix this with warm water. This says we can mix, I believe, up to a ratio of 20 to 1. Yeah, 20 to 1. So one liter of this will make 20 liters of solution. This is a 4-liter bag. It's an 80 liter trash can. So I figure we'll go up to probably 70 liters. Make it a little strong, also so we have some displacement room in there. But it also says to fill with warm water for best results. So the first batch will be the best batch with some warm water coming from inside. So I already have one batch of warm water here in a very large container that we'll just pour into here. We'll do about 3.5 of these. And that's one. That brings us to the end of today's video. Let me know down in the comment section what you thought about the change in the video style from the old narrative style to the new, more interactive style. Let me know if you guys like it, dislike it, if you guys want me to go back to the old style, or maybe try a new style. While you're down there, hit the like button, and we'll see you next time.